Hello everybody, this is Tim here again in another video, and if you hear a vehicle or something in the background, I'm sorry about that. I do these videos outside sometimes. If you hear a dog barking in the background, I'm also sorry about that. That's my neighbors. But I'm here to do a review for VHS Halloween. Now, just to jump in, I've had a pretty mixed ride with the VHS series. The first movie I didn't like. The second one I actually liked. I thought it was enjoyable. Can't remember exactly what I thought about it, but I do remember liking it. The third one I think I remember just thinking was alright. And I think they had like two more. I think I remember finding the other two kind of like alright to decent maybe. It's been a while since I've seen the other ones, I'll be honest. This one, VHS Halloween, it was decent. I'd give it 2.5 out of a possible 5 stars. It was decent. I liked it. I didn't love it. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But would I buy it? If I found it for cheap, for like $5 or something, I would just say fuck it, add it to the collection. I don't hate this movie. I don't think it's bad. Not all the stories in it are good. They kind of like a wraparound story or whatever they got playing like interludes where they got like testing out this drink or whatever, where they got actual like poltergeists in it or whatever, and they're making the people drink it so they can see which one's safe for human consumption. It's ridiculous, but it's kind of fun at certain points with some of the gore shots where the people get killed by the soda cans they're drinking. And I'm sorry about the dogs barking in the background. Like I said, that's my neighbors. They got a lot of fucking dogs. Like the first story we get or whatever, the segment, and I'm just going to jump around in terms of the segments. Some of them I may not even remember, the lesser ones. Like the first story we get, though, I think it's the one about like these trick-or-treaters, these two chicks, and they go in like this really eerie looking house, which only white people would do, and then they get killed or whatever by this like ghost, like mom type creature or whatever, that wants to like turn them into its babies and some type of crazy shit. And you know, they pretty much just do stupid shit and get themselves killed, even though the entire situation looks completely fucked up. The second story, I think this one was the one that was my favorite. It's where you get these people are like taking candy out of this bowl, and you're supposed to take one. If you take more than one, a fucking candy bowl comes alive and attacks you and like swallows you. And it's actually a neat effect when the first dude gets swallowed, but then it like goes after the rest of the group just because they're just guilty by association, I guess. Which, at the same time, if your friend got swallowed by candy, wouldn't at least one person in the group immediately run the fuck away? Like, you can't imagine the candy bowl would be like chasing them down the street or something. You wouldn't be able to get them all. It's not like it's going to come and knock on your door in the middle of the night or something. So, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that it was able to actually get them all. And they don't even show it getting them all. You're just supposed to get that it did. So, that is kind of silly. But it is a cool effect when the dude gets swallowed by the bowl. It looked pretty good. But once they're there, there's like this candy mascot or whatever, and he's got like this little person with him or whatever who looks like he's also made of candy, and they want to like turn the people into candy, and of course they end up kind of killing them all. Some ways they kind of get themselves killed, like the main chick at the end like makes it out of the building or whatever that she's in, where this crazy candy monster is, and instead of running off, she's too busy like trying to take her wedding band off or whatever, where she didn't want to like marry this dude that was asking her to marry her. And she's too busy doing that, and then the candy creature just shows up and like crushes her head. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you run? You could have been like, I would have been like half a mile away by the time that motherfucker showed up. I wouldn't have stood there and been like, how do I get this ring off? That was fucking stupid. But yeah, overall, this was the most fun one, and it ends with like this little kid like taking more pieces than he should, and then the candy bowl like attacks him and swallow. You get the idea it's going to swallow him and his mom, and I guess his sister. So that was kind of a funny ending. I found that one to kind of be the best of the bunch. It was the most fun. The next one, I think it's the next one after that, is the one about like the serial killer who's just like murdering children or whatever. He's just abducting them and taking them into this place he works and like skinning their faces and mutilating them and torturing them. It felt kind of mean-spirited, but man, it's not really fun like the other ones. Or with the kind of goofy sense of humor. It just kind of felt mean-spirited, and I have no problem with like mean-spirited horror or whatever. I'm not a big softie. Go as mean as you want, but it just felt mean-spirited for the sake of mean-spirited, because there wasn't really anything to this other than just like the mutilation and the torture of children, really. And then by the end or whatever, the dude just like kidnaps the dude who's the boss or whatever, who happens to show up there, and throws him in there, and the people who are the victims mistakenly kill him because they think he must be in on it, so they just kill him. And then the dude who's actually the killer kills them and like takes over the business, and he just keeps doing what he's doing. That's it. It just felt kind of meaningless, really. Other ones that we get, I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. We do get like this, there is one that's kind of like a possession thing where these teens are just like in this building or whatever, and then one of them answers the phone, he gets demonically possessed and eats his friend's eyeballs or whatever. That one was pretty pointless too. The last one that we get, I believe is the last one. I'm trying to remember. I just watched it, but some of these kind of like blend together because I've seen so many of these fucking VHS films. There was one more. It's hard for me to remember exactly what it was. And actually, oh yeah, the one that was the main end, it was like this dad or whatever wanting to like do some kind of Halloween thing or whatever with his kids and his wife, where he like plays as a record, but it's actually like demonically powerful and raises zombies and everything, and shit comes to life. I believe even some of like the Halloween decorations come to life and start like killing them all. And there's like this, but they actually fight back, which I like. Like they kill like this mutant looking dude or whatever with like a executioner's mask over his head. And then they like take this witch and like ram her face down in this pot. And there was this little girl or whatever who actually got summoned inside this building by the witch, and then they actually going there to save her, even though they could have gotten away, and that's pretty much how they get trapped there for a second, and they got to kill the witch, and the little girl gets killed. I appreciate killing the kids. It shows it has balls. At the same time, I'm like, well, if that ain't my kid, I don't fucking know if I'd be going in there to save that kid after all that shit I'd been through. But at the same time, by the time you get to the end, like there's 3 people left, the person holding the camera, then like I believe the husband and the wife, and they're like running off, and then the witch like flies out of there, or maybe another witch, she like flies out of there in her broom and attacks the dude with the camera. I don't know if she kills him or just takes his camera, but the next scene is like her just like flying through the neighborhood, killing random trick-or-treaters, and not killing some of the other ones, but just killing some random ones and flying by some of the other ones, and she just like flies into the night spinning with the camera, and then it just goes off. So you get, I guess you get the idea that she didn't actually kill the 3 people who managed to like make it out of the place or whatever, and were like running off into the woods to get away. I guess they did get away, and then she just like kills some random kids throughout the night with the camera, and that was it. And then you get like this big like haunted monster thing or whatever that's got attached to a, I think it's attached to like a building or something. It's like a Halloween prop, and it's like coming to life. That was kind of neat. Overall, this was decent as a whole. Give it 2.5 out of a possible 5. It was decent. I liked it. Would I watch it again? Once again, probably not. But overall, I did like it. It's one of the better VHS movies. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again.